What is going on there? Give me one moment. It's 10:14. Today's 10:15. I need the new one. Here we go. I see you guys coming in. I can feel the chat rolling. Give me one moment. Hold on. I'm misspelling stuff. It's still early, guys. Haven't had enough coffee. Wow, it's already the 15th of October. Like, we're almost halfway through this month. Crazy. Crazy! How are you guys? What's going on? Wow, there's a lot of you. Hi, Anne Marie, Janet Clifton, Karen Albano, Nicole Bowles Chambliss. Good morning. How do I get lucky and get a free mini reading with you? LOL. Added you a while back. You're inspirational. Thank you, Nicole. And Nicole, I do free mini readings on Wednesdays and Friday nights when I do the charmings. You can also purchase a charm reading on those nights for $25. It's a little bit cheaper than they normally are with me personally. But I do one card pulls. So if you show up to one of those, they start at 7:30 Central Time. Hey, Nate. Hey, Mary. Um, hey, Jamie. Hey, Ducky. One moment, guys. I'm just trying to share out to groups a little bit, do a little groupy stuff while I can. Post. I hope you guys had a good day yesterday. That serpent card was a little odd, strange. Not, nothing is ever bad, but it was a little. Some of you might have had an interesting day yesterday, let's just say that. I kind of stayed late. I laid low. I went and had dinner with my mom and everything was fine. But it was an interesting energy. I was thinking about it, and with the birdcage card, it was kind of like, we were watching it all from maybe a sketchy situation or a sketchy person from a protected place. But were we also kind of hiding in our protection is what made me think about that this morning. And I might be hiding a little bit. I've been laying low and staying home with the dogs. So that might be where I'm at, and that's why I was just sort of processing that and thinking about that. But some of you might be able to relate to that. I don't know. But we're going to move on to today's forecast, which is for October 15th. We are now is it Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday. Shit. I gotta try and get to the vet today. I'm hoping. Vet for Sven. So I'm trying to do this and get this knocked out. It's gray and cold again, hence the sweatshirt. It's not like I like to sweat, people. It's not even like I like to work out. I'm just chili con carne and need a sweatshirt on. It's starting to become fall here. It's rainy and gray. Um, It's okay though. You know, it's funny to me, this weather sort of, I like it because it allows me to not feel guilty about staying in, you know, and just being like sort of snugly, cuddly, woo woo. So I am doing that, being snugly, cuddly, woo woo. And woo woo can be whatever you want it to be. For those of you that are new to the channel, as I'm sharing this out to groups, welcome to the channel. My name is Dan Geist. This is Engelgeist. I am your spiritual meteorologist. Essentially, the idea here is we do a daily card pull for the energy of the day for the group as a collective. Now, some of you, this may make complete and total sense. You might be like, oh my God, this guy's speaking directly to me. It's as if he's in my closet, which I have been in a few closets in my life. I'm just saying. Um, but for some of you, it may not feel that way. You might be like, what is he talking about? That's not going to be my day. And that's okay. It's a broad overview. Spirit comes in or angels come in and they want to give us messages. They give the messages to those of us that need it in the moment. Spirit can be opportunistic and hit a lot of us with a lot of different messages that meet all of our needs. And some days it's only for specific folks because there might be somebody out there that's really feeling it or really needing the message. So I try not to limit that. I try and hope that the intention that I set before getting online is that this is to help as many people as possible. And I believe that Spirit has that, the angels, which is also Spirit to me, has that capacity to do that. So if you're into that and into sharing a message with a bunch of your fellow humanoids or star seeds or angels or whatever you feel like deep down inside you're allowed to be that here. Please stay with us and watch the forecast. Enjoy it. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate shares out, even if you just share to your own page so your friends can see it. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the bell so you're notified every day when I go live. Also, when I do the live events where I do free card pulls on Wednesdays and Friday nights. Those are always fun. I do charmings then and things like that. Let me see here. Where am I? So you want to do that. And then what's the other thing? Follow me on the gram, dude. Follow me on the Instagram. I'm learning how to do Instagram. I'm not super good at it. I'm just figuring it out. But still figuring out Facebook, if I'm really being honest. But follow me on Instagram at Engelgeist333. That's Engelgeist 333. Another housekeeping thing, I do private readings. If you're interested in my reading style, you like my vibe, you think, this dude's interesting, I think he might have some information for me. If there's something in your gut that's telling you possibly I might be able to help you with something that you might need validation on or clarification on, please feel free to reach out to me at my Facebook business page. And all that stuff is linked. You'll see Ducky doing the links. Those links are there to help you, guide you to where to find me, okay? So utilize those. Still posting to groups. Give me 1 minute. I know I stopped posting to groups for a while. And I'm starting again because I want to see if it actually makes a difference in views and in likes and shares and all of that. We're running a test. This is hard work, guys. I can tell you, it's not that I don't mind and that I don't appreciate doing it and that I don't enjoy it, but it is hard work trying to get yourself out there on social media if you're not like really of the social media generation, if that makes sense. I'm like a bit older. I mean, I remember when we didn't have my phone in our hand at all times. And now I'm like, I feel naked without my phone, which is weird. But I remember when we didn't have the whole world in our hand, you know, back when payphones existed and you needed 2 dimes to make a phone call, or you had to call collect. Or the only free phone call you could make was popcorn. Do you all remember that? I don't even know if you all remember that. I might be dating myself. Oh, I just posted that to nowhere. That's good. Into the ethers that went. Hold on 1 second. I've got a couple more groups to post to, and then we'll get started with the breath work. Those of you that are like, breath work, I'm going to take you guys through just a little mini breathing exercise to get you guys going, get you more into present time, get you more focused, get some oxygen into your bloodstream and your brain, which I could use myself always. So what we do here on the channel is every morning to get centered before we do the forecast is we take in 3 deep breaths. With each breath, we hold it at the top. We breathe in through our nose, down deep into the belly, and exhale out our mouth. But we hold that breath at the top for a moment, allowing that blood to the oxygen to permeate our blood, okay? What else am I going to say about this? Those of you that want to ground, you can imagine a line of energy going from your first chakra or from your feet down into the earth, into the center of the earth, allowing any energy that's outdated, not needed, belongs to somebody else, stale, whatever. Let it go. Just let it slide down. You know, if it doesn't feel good, if it doesn't feel right, just release it. You have every right to release it, you know? And as you're breathing in, breathe in new, positive, fresh energy, fresh vitality, right? That's the intention that we're setting. When we exhale, we want to thank the 3 components that make up the Holy Trinity that is our life experience. That would be the body, which is the most densest vibration, the mind, the second most dense vibration, and then the third is the soul or the spirit, which is the highest vibration that we experience on this 3-dimensional plane. So let's do that now. And as we're doing that too, if I haven't given you enough to think about and do, if you feel comfortable and it feels safe and this feels comfortable for you, I want you to think about your body, bringing your attention to your body, and I'm just like emanating a light right here from your heart chakra, and just allow that light to sort of spread out as you take in each breath and exhale each breath. Let that light go wherever it needs to go. Trust that that light is your spirit or soul, and it knows where it needs to go and will go there. Okay? And the other thing that I haven't been telling you guys to do, which I think that maybe some of you might want to practice, it's been coming up in my intuition lately, is you guys can close that light down. Okay? You guys have that choice if you want. So I think that when we're done here, always remember we want to disconnect any cords and attachments that we've made to one another, both in the chat room and with me, which I do when I shut off the camera. But you guys also want to do that amongst each other and with me. And you also may want to bring that light back in if that feels more comfortable for you, instead of heading out into the world all lit up and attracting attention and looking all bright and beautiful like you should. Okay? So let's do that now. If you want to just plant your feet firmly on the floor, close your eyes, just relax the body, bring your attention to your body. Sometimes it helps to touch the body. I do that just to kind of bring my attention back here, out of last week, out of next week, you know, bring it full point present moment as best I can to right here, right now. And let's take in that first breath, in through the nose, deep into the belly, and hold. Ready? And inhale. And release. Letting go of any stale energy that doesn't belong to us or is outdated, no longer serving our highest good. Let's say thank you to our body. Just like give our body a little pat, some love, a squeeze, and just say thank you to it. You know, our body is a miraculous scientific wonder that we fully probably don't even completely understand as of yet. So don't let that be scary. Be grateful for that. You know, this is something that, this is a vehicle that carries us through life and allows us to experience things through touch and emotion and feelings and all of that is rather amazing when you think about it in the grand scheme of things. So be grateful to that. Let's take in that second breath and hold and release. And let's be thankful to our mind, be in gratitude to our mind. Excuse me. Again, another tool or another part of another aspect of who we are that we don't fully understand on a global scientific level. And because of that, we need to show gratitude and love towards it, okay? Allow it to open up and serve us and heal us. I believe that the body, the mind, and the spirit all have innate natural healing abilities that if we got out of our own way and allowed to happen, and we got into gratitude, those things would start to shift into gear, okay? So just being in gratitude really greatly improves that relationship with the mind. And let's take in that third breath. And release. Thanking our own spirit, our soul that resides within us and is always with us. Thanking it for its presence and it's the work that it does in our life. The support that it gives us, the love that it gives us, just all of it. Just be grateful and in gratitude for it. Also, let's just shine a little gratitude on our guardian angels, on our angels that are around us, those of you that believe in angels, or our spirit guides, our past loved ones, those that we believe are with us, that watch over us. Let's send them a little gratitude and love this morning, thanking them for all the help and work that they do and the support that they give us, okay? Feels nice, right? All right, so let's open our eyes. Welcome to the 15th, guys. Welcome to Tuesday the 15th. Not like Friday the 13th, but Tuesday the 15th, okay? Month is almost half over. Oh my God. It's kicking off. It's ending. Well, it's not ending. I'm such a, I'm so not good at goodbyes. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, okay, if it's gonna end, let's just kill it now. It's not very spiritual of me. Sending you guys a little bit of sage. Saging my decks really quick. And that's decks, people. Cards, as in cards. Get your mind out of the gutter. I said decks. D-E-C-K-S. Not ducks and nothing else, okay? Jesus! Anne-Marie says, Jesus! A little bit of underarm, just in case we don't want any bad spirits harboring under there. I always like to hit the back of my crown because you never know who could be lurking behind you. All right. So let's ask Spirit for a card today. We're working with the Witchwood Oracle, Miss Mai's Victorian Oracle, for the next. We're working with it from now, from the 12th until probably the 20th. So I might change it on the 20th. We're going to go then to the Witch's Oracle for the last 10 days of October. We're keeping it with a sort of witchy theme because it is October. Spirit, please bring us a message. I hope I'm not getting sick. Oof. Spirit, please bring us a message that we need to hear today. One for not only the collective, but those that watch this video at any point in time in the future. What do we need to know today? What is the energetic forecast for the day? And you guys, give me a follow on Instagram. Hype me on Instagram. I need to build my Instagram. It's growing, but it's growing, to me, I feel like it's growing slowly. If I'm being honest, I mean, I'm growing my YouTube channel too, and I feel like that's growing slowly too. I watch videos about people saying that it takes some time and to not give up. And I'm not saying that I'm anywhere near giving up, but it does become sort of like, I start to question, am I supposed to be doing this? Is this the right way? Those are the things that I deal with as a psychic. Those are the worries. Okay, I think this is our card. Because it just like flew out this morning. So let's see what it is. Oh, interesting. All right, let's go with this. Because this card just said, oh, hell no, I'm jumping out of the deck. And I don't even usually do that sort of shit. Some people, they hammer those cards on the YouTube videos until something goes flying across the room. And I'm not that kind of psychic. I usually shuffle until it feels right. And then I split the deck and take the top card. But this card's like, oh, hell no, it's me today. It's me today, bitches. All right. I'm not doubting Rose. It's not about doubting. It's just about the slow, the pace with which things are moving. It's not about doubt. It's not that I don't doubt myself. It's like, I just feel like, I don't know. I just wonder, am I doing something? Am I missing something? Is there somewhere social media wise that I need to be doing? I really don't want to do Twitter. And I do this every day, every morning, and it does grow little by little, and I'm grateful for that growth. but it is a very little by little situation. So I'm sort of like, okay, is there something else I need to be doing? It's not about doubt. It's about what is it that needs to open the door, if that makes sense. That's how it feels to me. Maybe I am impatient. Maybe, you know, maybe Ann Jules says over on YouTube, I'm impatient. It's been a year that I've been doing this, so um, I don't know. We'll see. So let's look at the card. I'm gonna flip the camera. You know, I'm driven. I want this to be. Um, this is my goals, right? There's nothing wrong with being driven or wanting that, right? So, and I always say that joke that I have, it does take a lot of work. Jen Nichols over on YouTube says it takes a lot of work. It does take a lot of work. And it's vulnerable work when you put yourself out on TV every day, every morning. You know, some days I don't want to get out of bed, you know? So it is that. It can be that sometimes too, especially when the weather's great like this. And then I start to think, am I really doing the right thing? Am I really making a difference? I think I do in personal readings for sure. So, anyways, doesn't matter. That's my headspace. Let's like wash that all away. Okay, because that's not why we're here. We are here for you guys. So let's look at the card today. So the card is interesting. It kind of goes along with yesterday. I'm gonna flip the camera, guys. So the card today is Mask. And to me, the first few things that I notice, I feel like this mask is dropping. Okay? I feel like this mask also sort of represents similar to like the birdcage that we had yesterday, which was this idea of being protected. But and I kept saying about the birdcage was open the door. Are we gonna go further? This mask to me, because of these ropes here, or the ties being sort of like falling to the side, it feels like the masks might be dropping today. We may need to drop our masks and let ourselves step forward or let ourselves be seen. Maybe that's why I'm divulging my worries to you guys a little bit today. I don't know. This card certainly jumped out today. There might be some of you that might be hiding behind your own stuff, right? And so maybe you guys need to drop your masks and sort of allow yourselves to live in your truth a little bit and show who you are and how you feel and be okay with that, right? Again, we had all of those X's, and I noticed those X's are back. We had those three, remember, in the weekly. We had like double XX and then X, and I was making a joke about triple X. I noticed that the 20, I think this is 22. If I know my Roman numerals, Jesus, dyslexia is a bitch. My Roman numerals correctly, I believe this is 22. That is a master number. Is this 22? Can somebody answer that for me? Hey, Heidi Phillips, good morning. Thank you, Anne Marie. I appreciate that. Maybe put up your heels and kick the door in. I don't know what that means. It's called Flywheel of Marketing for a reason. I don't even know what that means, but so, anyways, back to this. I think this is 22, which is a master number. I like that that card comes out today. I like that this mask feels like it is falling away for some of us. I feel like those of us that are unwilling to maybe let go of it, which there might be some of us in this group that may be unwilling to let go of our masks, that's completely okay too. But we need to be aware that we are wearing that mask. And I think that most of us are. We're smart, intelligent people. We know when we're putting it on and we know when we're taking it off. To me, we have the option that says that we have the power, we get the choice, we get to project who we are. I mean, you look at social media, and most of social media is really a mask too in general. That's why I try and keep my social media to just the forecasts, right? So that people get like, you know, the reality of what I'm doing versus some sort of Instagrammy like daydream fantasy. So, um, uh, today would be a good day to let go of anything that we might feel guarded around, anything we might feel a little bit nervous about, anything that we might feel that isn't sort of serving us. It's funny too, today is Tuesday, and we had that Sunday card of corset, which is not Sunday, that Sunday readings card of midweek was corset, and both of these are clothing. Both of these are things that we put on, right? Both of these are things that, although they may represent us outwardly to a degree, they are sort of not necessarily the true us, right? So this mask might be bringing us into that space of corset by Wednesday, okay? Or maybe Thursday. But this is about feeling brave enough to sort of, I feel like this is about feeling brave enough to sort of untie that. Maybe ask for the things that you need, ask for the help that you need, ask to be seen. Or not even asking to be seen, just allowing yourself to be seen and allowing yourself to sort of be vulnerable. There's been a lot of, I said it when I posted on Instagram about the weekly, when I re-looked at the weekly on Sunday. And if you haven't watched Sundays, go back and watch it if you get a chance and replay. But it feels like this is a very subtle, quiet week to me energetically, but it feels like even though it's subtle, there's going to be major shifts and transformations. It may be that full moon in Aries. I haven't been reading all the memes that everybody's been posting about what Aries represents, but I feel like I'm laying low this week. I have been. I don't know about the rest of you, but in this full moon energy, I think the transformation may be taking place where things are being dropped, things are being let go of, things are being sort of seen for what they really are. Not only by those outside, in the outside environment, but by ourselves, okay? And so in doing that, we're able to sort of, you know, drop whatever it is we don't need or adorn ourselves with whatever it is we feel we do need to better serve ourselves and go through our day-to-day lives. Does that make sense? That's that corset energy that I'm reading from the Sunday, because the corset not only can bind us in, but it's also a very beautiful, a thing of beauty and adornment. So there's some of you that might feel pinched or restricted, but there's some of you that might be putting on that corset in an effort to sort of exemplify who you are and own who you are from a place of beauty and attraction. And that's okay. But first, this mask here is dropping down, okay? The other thing I want to say with this mask, or the other message that I'm getting when I'm looking at this card, is that you have the control here. You get to choose when you untie it and drop it and or take it off, or when you put it back on. So that's fully your decision, and you are allowed to make that decision. And there's no right or wrong decision with this card. I'm hearing that too. So those of you that are choosing to wear the mask or not wear the mask, that is completely up to you. It's your choice, and there is no incorrect answer with that, okay? Now I'm going to go to the next deck, which we've been using, which is Learning to Witch, the Ritual deck by Hand Me That Pencil. She's on Instagram and Facebook under that name, so you can follow her. I just found out she's releasing 36 more cards for the Song of My Heart deck, which is I'm super excited about, so I'm going to have to research that. I don't know when that's going to come out, but this is her other deck called Ritual Learning to Witch. So this is just for further clarification for the energy for today, Spirit. What do we need to know? What needs to go along with this energy of mask today? And you know, masks aren't necessarily, I'm hearing now too, also masks aren't necessarily always a bad thing. Sometimes we need them so that we can sort of blend in or get through situations. So if those of you are doing that for your own sort of, you know, well-being or ease, don't go hard on yourself or don't judge yourself. Just allow yourself to trust your intuition and know when it's time to be seen and when it's time not to be seen. You're allowed that right. You're allowed that choice, okay? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hold on, this is not right. We're going to shuffle one more time. I think it's up here. It's a little bit wonkified. Thank you, Spirit. That's funny. This was the bottom of the deck energy, and then I shuffled it again because I saw it on the bottom of the deck, and I was like, "Ooh, what's that?" But I didn't have time to look at it, and now it's up. So, excuse me. This is Vervain. I'm assuming vervain is a flower of some sort. I'm not a super witch, so I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to actually put her down here. It says at the bottom, the bitterest tonic, purge. So to me, the purging definitely ties in with the mask there of letting go. What do we need to purge? What do we need to let go of? It's the bitterest tonic, right? So sometimes when we take off our masks, we have to face things that might, feel very uncomfortable or might make us feel very vulnerable, and that might be the bitterest tonic. It may not be as bad as we think, guys, but I'm letting you know that, like, to me, it does definitely like coincide with this mask in the sense that it might be time to drop a few things, let some things go, let yourself be seen, purge out some of the stuff that isn't serving you, and trust that even if it feels a little bit uncomfortable, there's an opportunity here to bloom and to be seen in your beauty, even if that beauty feels like sort of frail and thin, like this flower here. Do you see how sort of thin and delicate this flower is? It's not, we looked at that rose at the beginning of Sunday, and that rose kicks off the beginning of the week with its sort of fragility and beauty too, but it's also fully thorny and protected, right? This vervain to me feels like maybe it's a flower and it's delicate and beautiful, yet it maybe doesn't feel quite as protected as the rose would. But maybe sometimes when we walk through life not feeling a need for protection, maybe we're actually creating an experience where we're okay and we don't necessarily need to be protected. Does that make sense? So I'm going to leave that there with you. Let's go to the grounding stone really quick just to look at what we need to ground into today while we're thinking about these masks and purging and the letting go of whatever's not like sort of serving us or keeping us hidden. And here's our stone for the day. It's relax. So whatever you do, just relax. Chill the hell out. So I think that, if you are doing any purging, if you are letting go of any sort of like areas where you might be hiding or where you feel as though you feel vulnerable, relax into it. Trust yourself, trust your spirit, trust your mind, trust all of the things that we are grateful for and that we try and find thanks for and connect with in our breathing exercises. Take deep breaths and drink in this vervain, right? This bitterest tonic of the reality of what do we need to purge? What do we need to let go of? And we can relax into that, ease into that, and let that happen. Okay? This bitterest tonic that I'm looking at now I'm hearing like it could be something that is within us. It's not necessarily that we have to drink the tonic. The tonic might be in us, similar to, like, say, a venom, right? Is there an anger? Is there a frustration? Is there something that we need to purge so that we can relax, so that we can allow the mask to drop, right? I am seeing like sort of an energy circle going through all three of these, like, right? So wherever you choose to start your day today with any three of these messages, you can start with relaxation and relaxing and breathing and allowing yourself to feel comfortable enough to drop this mask. Or you can start here and look at what do I need to purge? What is the bitterest tonic within me? Or what is it that I need to know to allow myself to be able to let go and relax and then drop the masks? Or drop the masks and look at yourself for what it is. Purge, relax. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see the connection here, guys? So those of you that choose to follow the forecast, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope that this is not a bad forecast by any means. I feel like this is a forecast that puts us closer to who we truly are and what we truly need. It's an opportunity at the very bare minimum to just relax and allow ourselves to be in our fragility, in our sort of non-hiding humanness, and allow ourselves to be accepted. This can also, something else I'm hearing right now is this doesn't necessarily have to be something that we do with the outside world. This could be something that we do within ourselves, right? So dropping the masks for ourselves and purging for ourselves so that we can relax and be seen just amongst ourselves and appreciated amongst ourselves. That in and of itself is a powerful magic, right? And can be very transformational. So, Ducky says, master number personal 22, a personal year with a 22 vibration is a year that belongs to you and is one in which you can enact the energy of the master builder in your personal experience. Take the reins and harness your energies to bring your ambitions to fruition. In a 22 year, you have the support of the divine ascended masters. Well, thank you for that, Becky. You're welcome, Rose. You're very, very welcome. Thank you for the nice read and blessings. And Jewel says the cards were spot on for me today. Thank you. Love this. Drop the mask. Just relax. Spirit's got you. Exactly, Anne Marie. Thank you. Hi, Linda Massa. You're very, very welcome. It does make sense for you today. Great. Thank you very much, Linda. Hey, Lori. I'm gonna, and it's the Fool card. As 22 is not the Fool card. 22, 0 is the Fool card. There's 22 cards in the Major Arcana, but 22 is the World, which is the end of the Fool's journey, I believe. I don't mean to correct anybody publicly, I'm sorry, but Fool is always 0 in most tarot. It's the beginning of the journey. And then the Magician is 1, High Priestess is 2. Vervain flowers are also symbolically used to represent healing, creativity, and happiness. They are even used for protection against harm and evil. I like that this says purge. So, do we have anything that we need to purge within ourselves? Any bitterest tonic that we need to let go of? Maybe it's my thoughts or doubts that Rose is talking about. Maybe I am more doubtful than I believe. I do enjoy getting up with you guys every morning. I do look forward to it. I don't know. I just feel like you know what it is? This is so silly, but I'm comparing myself to others. And I know I shouldn't, but I do. And it's hard because when you watch other YouTube videos and they're growing by thousands at a time, and you're like, what is it that I'm doing? And like, are people just not? I don't know. But they grow by thousands at a time. Like, it's weird. My day will come. And it's not about being famous, guys, and it's not about being like some big YouTube celebrity. I just want to get the word out, and I want to, maybe I need to voice this publicly. Like, I want this to be my business. I want this to be sustainable. And so far it's been good, but it's like I want to create, and this is part of my creation, right? And so I have certain expectations of how I think my creation is going to go, or how fast it should go, and I guess I have to understand that spirit doesn't work on the same timelines. That's the truth. So I will be patient. I will see you guys tomorrow, both in the morning and then again in the evening at 7:30 Central Time for the Charming. If those of you who want to book, I do have some reservations going. I also do free card pulls in between. So those of you that are new, tune in tomorrow night at 7:30 Central Standard, which would be 8:30 Eastern, and I believe 5:30 Pacific. And you might get a card pulled for you then, but I appreciate a subscription or a follow in trade for that at least. Yeah, Ducky says hit the like tab. Those of you that are on Facebook, hit the like tab if you've enjoyed this video. Those of you that are on YouTube also do the same. That helps. It'll help. I think it's this gray weather, to be honest. It's starting to set in. It's starting to get like cozy and internal, and I'm sort of like, okay. It's got me pondering a little too much. But I need to get Sven to the bed today, so I'm gonna go do that, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the morning, and then again in the evening. Also, remember to go and watch the unboxings if you haven't. The last 4 unboxings in the month of October that I released, please watch them and comment on them if there's a certain deck that you like the best. If y'all get to November and the deck that happens and you don't like it, like we had last, when we had the the Literary Witches, and somebody got all huffy and puffy about the deck, I'm not going to stand for it. Y'all had your choice to vote all month of October. So don't be coming back going, well, this deck just doesn't really resonate with me. Because you had a choice and you had a vote. So I tried to make it fun and interesting for everybody. So go and vote. I will put up a poll in the Facebook group soon. I just don't want it to be up so early that it gets lost in the feed with all the memes and stuff. So that will go up in the next few days, and you guys can vote there too. And on November 1st, we will have a new deck. We will also have new tarot scopes on November 1st. So look forward to that. And I need to create a new, I need to do part 3 of the pick a card, and I also just need to do a general pick a card. Like I need to get a pick a card up. I haven't done one in a while. So I will be working on those things, and maybe those things will distract me from my other thoughts. All right, I love you guys. Have a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, bye. I'm going to sign off.